1. India, Australia, seal nuclear deal procedures. This topic is important under General Studies Paper 2 and 3. Bilateral relations and harnessing of nuclear energy in promoting peace respectively. Why recently in news? India announced on Sunday that the procedures for a civil nuclear agreement with Australia for supply of uranium from it had been completed following a bilateral meeting between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his counterpart, Malcolm Turnbull, on the sidelines of the G20 summit. Australia has about a third of world's recoverable uranium resources and exports nearly 7,000 tons of it a year. India will be the first country to buy Australian uranium without being a signatory to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Status of nuclear power in India. Nuclear power is the fourth largest source of electricity in India after thermal, hydroelectric and renewable sources of electricity. As of 2013, India has 21 nuclear reactors in operation in 7 nuclear power plants, having an installed capacity of 5,780 megawatts, and producing a total of 292.91 gigawatt-hours of electricity, while 6 more reactors are under construction and are expected to generate an additional 4,300 megawatts. Nuclear power growth in India. India now envisages to increase the contribution of nuclear power to overall electricity generation capacity from 2.8% to 9% within 25 years. By 2020, India's installed nuclear power generation capacity will increase to 20 gigawatts. As of 2009, India stands ninth in the world in terms of number of operational nuclear power reactors. The Indian nuclear power industry is expected to undergo a significant expansion in the coming years. The passing of the US-India Civil Nuclear Agreement will allow India to carry out trade of nuclear fuel and technologies with other countries and significantly enhance its power generation capacity. When the agreement goes through, India is expected to generate an additional 25,000 megawatts of nuclear power by 2020. Bringing total estimated nuclear power generation to 45,000 megawatts. 2. Raw jute crisis. Centre cuts down on bags procurement. This topic will be important under General Studies Paper 1. Indian Geography, Jute Cultivation, Jute Industry and its Problems. Why recently in news? Jute mills in the country are facing severe raw jute crisis due to alleged hoarding of the commodity, leading to closure of units. Some 24 jute mill owners in West Bengal met to review the crisis and made representation to the centre and state governments seeking their intervention into the matter. Prices have jumped by at least 40%, making production unviable for the mills. Jute industry of India. India is largest producer of jute in world, but second in export after Bangladesh. India accounts for 35% of production. Rishiri was the first jute factory of India, 20 km north of Kolkata in 1954. Industry suffered lot due to partition of India losing 80% of jute growing areas to East Pakistan, while 90% jute mills remained in India. India has 60 jute mills presently along Hooghly River basin. West Bengal accounts for 85% of production in India. Jute mills are integrated units consisting of both spinning and weaving units. The present problems of jute industries in India. 1. Shortage of raw material. Despite of the government efforts to increase area under jute, India is not self-sufficient in raw material. The raw material is imported from Bangladesh and some other countries. The problems is further aggravated by import of finished jute products both legally and illegally. These problems never allow jute industry to be competitive. This necessitates a golden fiber revolution in India. 2. Obsolete mills and machinery. The mills and machinery in jute sector are obsolete and you need technology upgradation. The government had launched a Jute Technology Mission (JTM) in 2006 with 4 mini missions on jute research, development, extension of raw jute agriculture, marketing of raw jute and processing, utilization and industrial aspects of raw jute. But this mission was unable to achieve targets and use the allocated funds. 3. Strikes and lockouts. Jute industry is reeling under a crisis triggered by the shutdown of jute mills. 4. Competition. Indian jute industry faces competition in the global market with countries such as Bangladesh, Philippines, South Korea, Japan, etc. The industry also loses competitiveness due to obsolete technology, higher prices and industrial sickness in the jute mills. 5. Decrease in the demand. Jute products are fast losing market to plastic, synthetic fibers and similar substitute products. The Parliament of India had enacted the Jute Packaging Mandatory Act, 1987 with an objective to protect the jute industry.